Hey you guys, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Lots of love and many blessings your way. Happy Halloween. Okay you guys, before we get to the big topic of this video, let's talk about what kind of crept up and led up to the whole decision, okay? It's not just protocol or rules or whatever they want to call it, because they're always labeling things, mislabeling things. How about that? They're always trying to make themselves look really pretty when in reality you take the rose-colored glasses off and they look like a steaming, heaping pile of... Okay, so saving money clearly is not Meghan Markle's strong suit. Since she and Prince Harry even announced their engagement a year ago, November, Prince Charles, who finances both his children and their spouses, has spent a reported $2.3 million and then some. They quit counting at 2.3. They said not to let them know until the annual reports are due out. But so far, it has increased the family budget, or overspent the family clothing budget by 40%, ticking everybody off, especially Charles, especially Kate. They've had it. So William, Kate, and Charles sat down with the Queen, and this is what they have come to the conclusion. It's time to make a separation. They can't take this anymore. This is the biggest mess, and she's driving a huge wedge in between these brothers. The royal source says that ever since she moved to London, she's been spending money like it's going out of style. Charles is the one picking up the tab. He's extremely unhappy about the fortune he's having to spend on Meghan's upkeep. He's just burned out with it. He feels like a walking ATM machine. He's so annoyed that he's planning to sit her and Harry both down for a stern talking to. William and Kate are especially upset with Harry and Meghan. They feel that Meghan's overindulging herself with all of these purchases and this frivolous spending, and within the same time frame, and I believe I've mentioned this before in a past video, the very first year of William and Kate's marriage, Kate spent $55,000 of the wardrobe budget versus Meghan's $2.3+ million. The same amount of time. So they're extremely upset. And this is what brought on the whole formal division thing. Because right now Prince Charles does fund from the Duchy of Cornwall both his children as well as their spouses. Okay, so according to DM.com, William and Harry are quietly preparing to end one of their royal family's most popular double acts. The princes are reportedly considering a formal division of their joint royal household at Kensington Palace. The split would create separate courts to reflect their increasingly different responsibilities. A source told the Sunday Times that these brothers have leaned on each other and looked after one another since their mom died, and they predict it'll be extremely difficult for both of the brothers. This separation is due to take place in the spring after Meghan and Harry's first child is born. Anyway, it says that the process has slowly been taking place since the brothers' first joint private secretary, Jamie Pinkerton, retired from his post in 2013. But here's the situation regarding the money. Let me say this real fast, of course. With William, you know, he'll be spending time on matters of state in the Duchy of Cornwall, right? The private estate that will fund his public work, as well as his private household as direct heir to the throne. However, Harry and Meghan have like a blank canvas. They don't even know what they're going to do. So here's the deal on the money situation. It says questions also remain about how this will be funded. William, Harry, Kate, and Meghan are paid by Prince Charles out of already the Duchy of Cornwall, right? So they say it's unclear if Harry will ultimately come under the umbrella of Buckingham Palace, which currently supports the Queen's other children, Edward, Andrew, and Anne. And Kensington Palace declined to even comment on that. So that kind of puts in my mind, I just kind of have a really weird feeling about it. Like, Andrew's being dealt with on that level. I can almost feel that that's the way Harry's going to be dealt with. But I know what's going to happen. Here's what's really going to happen at the end of all this. Okay, so even though this has been a slow-going process since 2013, and everybody knew this day would come, but not to this degree, I think the whole Meghan thing has just accelerated this process. And all it's going to do is, because these boys were thick as thieves growing up, they didn't have a typical childhood. You know, they did lean on each other, even more so after Princess Diana, but they leaned on each other even before she passed away. But I believe that all the resentment that's building up in Harry now is just gonna, oh my God, blossom into something ugly, and that's gonna really be the end of Meghan. And she has nobody to thank but herself. She waltzed in, thought that she could, you know, step all over everybody and get away with it. And I think it's just the resentment in Harry is showing, and it's extremely prevalent. He's in love with Kate anyway. Kate's in love with him. I think they already long for each other. And that on top of the fact that he loves his brother. And he, you know, he's going from this situation of a cozy life. You know, Kate and William are home to him. And so now he's going to be removed from that, all he's ever known, you know, that comfort. And it's going to shatter his relationship with Meghan. It almost really feels like a weird ultimatum or something. But it's very strange. I found some other things out. It's going to be in the upcoming video. It's so gross. I can't even believe they're allowing her to get away with this. I'm sure they're not, actually. But anyway, you guys, I wanted to tell you real quick. Doria, who doesn't have a dog in this fight, but she says she was excited and looking forward to the boys' separation and feels that they need to gain their own independence. Who is she but a buzzard waiting for, you know, some dollars to fall out of Meghan's purse? Whatever, Doria. But you guys, have a wonderful evening, a very safe Halloween, and I will see you real soon, and we'll talk real fast. You guys stay blessed.